May I have your attention, please? The program will start promptly at 2 p.m. Again, the program will start promptly at 2 p.m. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family members of the ICOM class of 2025. Please arise and remain standing as the faculty, platform party, and graduating students of the class of 2025 enter the hall and take their places. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by members of the Gowan Field Honor Guard and for the national anthem sung by Carly Siglin, wife of ICOM OMS 4 student doctor Michael Siglin. Following the anthem, you may be seated. Student Dr. Eric Schwegman will then offer the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming? And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Today, we gather in celebration, join in gratitude for this milestone, mindful of the journeys that brought us here, and hopeful for the paths ahead. We pause to give thanks for the achievements earned, the wisdom gained, and the dreams nurtured within the community of this institution. We are deeply thankful for the mentors and the teachers who have guided our paths, and for the unwavering and support and encouragement of family and friends who made today possible. As we journey forward, guided by knowledge and inspired by dreams, let us move with compassion, honoring peace, nurturing those in need, empowering those who struggle, and discovering wonder in life's ordinary moments. May the gratitude we share today inspire us always, guiding us towards a life dedicated to the health, peace, and well-being of those we serve. May we strive to continually bring hope and kindness into the lives of others, enriching our communities throughout all days ahead. Now, let us go forth and heal.
Well, thank you, Carly, for that beautiful rendition of the national anthem. And Eric, thank you for that beautiful invocation. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tracy Farnsworth, president of the Idaho College of Osteopathic Medicine. And to our presiding officers, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, to our precious students, to all of your dear families and friends everywhere, welcome. Welcome to this commencement ceremony of the Idaho College of Osteopathic Medicine for the class of 2025. Seated before me on the platform are members of the ICOM Board of Trustees and other distinguished guests, including Dr. Robert Kane, President of the American Association of Colleges of Osteopathic Medicine, and ICOM trustees, Idaho State University President Robert Wagner and Dr. Justin Frederick, and Dr. Kevin Wilson, ICOM Dean and Chief Academic Officer, and Dr. Stephanie Child, Chair of the ICOM Faculty Senate. Also seated on the platform this afternoon are Associate and Assistant Deans, including Dr. Sarah Adams, Dr. Rodney Bates, Dr. Sarah Davis, Dr. Robin Drybelbis, Dr. Finney Sadler, Dr. Matthew Linton, Dr. Thomas Mormon, Dr. Rich Sloan, Dr. Matt Smith, and others who will be introduced later in the program. The heart and soul of any college, and certainly of the Idaho College of Medicine, are the faculty and staff who give their very best to teach and mold and shape and support these precious student doctor graduates. Will the faculty seated behind me and all other employees in the congregation today please stand and be appropriately recognized for your tireless and heartfelt service. In a similar way, you graduates, and you know this, you would not be here today were it not for the love and affection and sacrifice and support of your dear family and friends, many of whom have traveled long distance to be with us here today. Will you please stand, you students, turn around and face your loved ones and give them a rousing round of thank you. ICOM, the Idaho College of Osteopathic Medicine, was created because of a vision and a commitment of many persons deeply devoted to preparing the next generation of competent and caring physicians who will serve this region, indeed this country, for generations to come. To the founders of this college, to past and present trustees, faculty, staff, preceptors, and supporters everywhere, we thank all of you. Now, seated before us today are these beautiful 149 special, beautiful graduates. Today is your special day. These student doctor graduates began medical school on the heels of the COVID-19 pandemic, and in a courageous and resilient way soldiered on to this happy day. These graduates also experienced medical school during a season of unusually contentious and divisive social, ethnic, and political unrest, and yet they've distinguished themselves individually and collectively by building bridges of understanding between and among themselves in a civil and dignified way. As we recognize and celebrate this class of 2025, let's match their dignity and their professionalism in all that we say and all that we do today. Now, on occasions such as these, I'm reminded that we measure time in minutes, but we measure life in moments. So today, let's capture and fully celebrate this monumental and majestic moment. I hold in my hands, can you see this from back there in the cheap seats, I hold in my hand a beautiful piece of cloisonne that was given to me by my dear mother, who passed away 3 years ago today. Mother would explain to me that the manufacture of cloisonne requires elaborate and complicated processes, including body making, wiring, soldering, sanding, coloring, firing, polishing, and gilding. The history and refined processes of making cloisonne dates back thousands of years. In making cloisonne, you cannot jump from body making to sanding to gilding in a hurry, nor can you skip any steps in the process. Every step in the process matters, and each must be performed well. Makers of cloisonne always begin with the end in mind. In a similar way, your process of becoming a physician, your process of pursuing professional medical practice is arduous, rigorous, and well-defined. Just as a little boy and a little girl are the only known substance from which a man and a woman can be made, likewise, a young and struggling medical student, intern, and resident is the only known substance from which a competent, capable, and caring physician can be made. In 1,000 different ways, you have and will yet experience for the rest of your lives the continuous molding, shaping, and painfully refining experiences that are necessary for you, not only to become a licensed physician, but also a highly competent and caring medical professional. And so as we pause today to celebrate this absolutely magnificent moment in time, remember these words from Winston Churchill: success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. And for heaven's sakes, enjoy the journey. I learned recently, in fact this last week, from a friend, Dieter Uchtdorf, who said, if you wait until all the pain and suffering and sorrow are gone before you allow yourself to feel any joy, you'll probably miss that joy altogether. So learn to smell the roses and enjoy this sweet journey. Now, at the grand entrance of one of my alma maters are these stately words: enter to learn, go forth to serve. You were not admitted to ICOM, nor did you complete your medical degree for personal, selfish purposes. Years ago, there was a student at Columbia University who was known as the perennial student. He had been left an inheritance, which stipulated that it would continue as long as he was engaged in continuous collegiate study. Thereafter, the income would go to charity. This man remained a student until he died. It was said that he'd been granted every degree offered by Columbia University and had taken practically every course. No field of knowledge was foreign to him. He was probably more widely read than the best of his professors. He was described as the epitome of erudition, and yet he couldn't possibly be described as being wise or useful. In fact, he fit the description of those who are ever learning, but never able to come to a knowledge of truth. Sadly and truthfully, he was inherently selfish. What a pity, what a waste. Your essential purpose of an education, and you must know this, especially your professional education, is it to enable you to help to improve society and to better serve others better. As one of my early mentors, Nathan Eldon Tanner, would say, service to others is the rent we pay for the privilege of living and learning in this beautiful world. So you go forth with a humble, sweet, willing heart. You continue to learn and grow and stretch and become the absolute very best version of yourself, all in the service of others. It's now my privilege to welcome to the podium the president of the ICOM class of 2025, Alex Ram. Following Alex's remarks, we'll be pleased to hear from Dr. Kevin Wilson, Dean of the Idaho College of Medicine. Dr. Ram.
Thank you, President Farnsworth. Good afternoon, friends, family, esteemed faculty, and most importantly, class of 2025. First, let's take a deep breath and truly appreciate the moment we are in today. Today marks the culmination of a journey, one that has tested every part of us, our minds, our resilience, our patience, and even at times, our ability to function on just 3 hours of sleep. We've memorized pathways, dissected cadavers, survived shelf exams, and mastered the art of saying, I don't know, but I'll look it up. We've made diagnoses from heart murmurs to the obscure zebras we were promised would only show up on the board exams. And in the end, we became the kind of person who can stand before a patient and confidently say, I can help you. That confidence and skill did not come easy. Each of us, at some point, faced a challenge that felt insurmountable. Some of those struggles were shared openly with our class and our colleagues. Others were private, carried quietly, and known only to ourselves. In many ways, our journey has felt like climbing steep, uncertain steps in the dark, unsure of what lies ahead, yet knowing we must keep moving forward. It reminds me of a simple yet powerful conversation from one of my favorite works of art, The Lord of the Rings. When Gandalf and Frodo were discussing their fate ascending the steps in the Mines of Moria, Frodo states that he wished it had not happened in his time, to which Gandalf responds, and so do all who live to see such times. But it is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what we do with the time that is given to us. We didn't choose the obstacles we faced, but we chose how we met them. We chose to persevere, show up again and again for ourselves, our classmates, and for our patients. Our path through medical school was rarely smooth, and the road ahead won't be either. There will be more long nights, more hard days, and yes, even more paperwork. And yet, in spite of our challenges and in defiance of those yet to come, here we stand, accomplished, strong, and unbreakable. Today, we don't just celebrate our graduation. We celebrate the setbacks we overcame, every patient who's touched our hearts, and every moment of growth that brought us here. Sorry. I've said it many times before, today is no less true. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. It's been the greatest honor to serve as your class president for these past few years, so thank you for that. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go forth and heal.
Well done. Student Physician Ram for a few more minutes. Good afternoon to the graduating class of 2025, friends and family, ICOM faculty, staff, and administration, regional deans and coordinators, and to our Board of Trustee members. Thank you for sharing this tremendous day with us. It is truly a day to remember in your life and in your family's memories. A picture of myself in my cap and gown with my father still sits on my dresser 37 years later from my med school graduation. Graduates, it is okay to feel a great sense of pride for your significant accomplishment today, and it's important to retain a sense of humility due to the hard work ahead in continuing your medical education and your goal of being a lifelong learner. Graduating from ICOM requires hard work, passion, and resilience. For my calculations, graduating from ICOM takes passing all levels of your national licensing exam takes roughly 9,600 hours over 4 years. And if you're to work around the clock, 24 hours a day, it would require 400 nonstop days, straight days, of nonstop lectures and labs and exams and studying and clinic and hospital rounds to finish our curriculum. This is no small feat. You may not appreciate this, but you have developed great resilience, and you have learned flexibility and adaptability, attributes which will better prepare you for your residency and your career. You have all shown significant personal and professional growth in the last 4 years. These skills and this growth have led to great success in the residency match for your class, with graduates matching into 22 different specialties across 35 states. 18 of you will be staying in the state of Idaho for your residency, and we hope that all of you will return to practice here in this great state. Your class has completed significant scholarly activity and added to the pool of scientific knowledge. You've contributed thousands of hours of community service in the Treasure Valley and at other core sites. I want to congratulate the class of 2025 for your outstanding work and effort during all 4 years here at ICOM. In the many speeches today, you will hear different messages for you to take forward in your career. Every year, I'm drawn to the same message: caring for the underserved. With experience and training, you will find it easy to care for those patients who are educated, they have strong health literacy, they have health insurance and access to care, and they understand the intricacies of our complicated healthcare system. Please be a champion for all of those who do not share these attributes. In your residency and as an attending physician, speak up for those who cannot. You already know who these patients are. They might be labeled as frequent flyers or problem patients, or be houseless or non-compliant, or struggle with mental illness or addiction, or speak a different language and have little or no support in their lives. Over 26 million people, or 8% of the US population, lack health insurance. Over 770,000 people, over 750,000 people, experienced homelessness in the US last year. These are just a few of the people, good to get the right page, who need your focus and care. They don't need less of your time, they need more of your time. Please be their champion. Your graduation today is a great achievement. Enjoy this day and celebrate with your friends and family. But remember, today is not your last great achievement. The osteopathic profession will provide you with many opportunities to advance and grow your career in other ways besides patient care, just as it did for me. Caring for patients for 25 years in northern Arizona in a small town is still the most important achievement in my career. I was fortunate to have opportunities for healthcare leadership and medical education, and I said yes to these openings. Say yes to offers to participate in physician leadership in your healthcare system, get involved in medical education, and continue to do scholarly activity and work with students and residents as a faculty member. Most importantly, say yes to being a preceptor of ICOM medical students. Your career will blossom and grow if you do. Congratulations to you and your family on this momentous day. Please remember ICOM, your classmates, the faculty and staff who have worked so hard to support you and mentor you, and give back to the students who follow you. Remember your class motto: go forth and heal. Thank you. I have the great honor of introducing our keynote speaker for today, Dr. Robert Kane. Dr. Kane completed his Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine degree at Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine and completed his internal medicine residency at Brentwood Hospital in Cleveland, Ohio, followed by a pulmonary fellowship at Grandview Hospital in Dayton. He has a long history in osteopathic medical education, starting as a program director of an internal medicine residency, then as director of medical education at Grandview Hospital in Dayton, and became the chief academic officer for the Ohio Center for Osteopathic Research and Education, a statewide medical education consortium. Dr. Kane joined the American Association of Colleges of Osteopathic Medicine, or ACOM, in 2019 and still serves as their president and CEO. ACOM serves as the leading voice for the education and training of osteopathic physicians by supporting colleges of osteopathic medicine and the osteopathic medical education community across the country. Dr. Kane has served on many state and national committees and boards, including the American College of Osteopathic Internists Board of Trustees, the Accreditation Council for Graduate Medical Education, or ACGME, Osteopathic Principals Committee, and the American Osteopathic Association Council on Postdoctorate Training, and as president of the Assembly of the Osteopathic Graduate Medical Educators. He is a fellow in the American College of Osteopathic Internists and a fellow of the Assembly of Osteopathic Medical Educators and has received many national awards. Most importantly, Dr. Kane is a champion of the unique and growing role of osteopathic physicians to meet the healthcare needs of patients across the country. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Robert Kane.
Thank you for that kind introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Class of 2025. How are you today? Excited? Maybe a lot. Anxious? Maybe just a little? I am, as always. 1,400 days ago, roughly, your journey began, and you are this close. We're almost there. It's such a privilege to be with you on this milestone day. My thanks to President Farnsworth and Dean Wilson for inviting me. I am so impressed by the wonderful work at this facility that the team is doing, the leaders are doing. I had the chance to see the facility yesterday and to spend time on a trail with Dr. Wilson this morning. It's been a great visit to Boise, and I thank them for that opportunity. Milestones like this one don't happen often, and when they do, they deserve a pause, a moment to just take it in, because what's happening today is a transformation. You arrived here as students, and you leave as physicians. That change deserves to be named. You belong here. Don't ever forget that. There'll be that moment of imposter syndrome, but you've earned the right to call yourself doctor. And you're about to join a profession built not just on knowledge, but on service, responsibility, and trust. That last one, trust, is important. Because whether or not we always name it, one of the most powerful forces in medicine is trust. A patient places their life in your hands, sometimes with the joy of birth, sometimes with the fear associated with a terminal diagnosis, often with uncertainty. In those moments, there are often unspoken thoughts. The patient is asking, will you listen to me? Will you see me as more than my illness? Can I trust you? In recent years, that trust has been tested by complexity, by inequity, by moments when the system just sometimes seemed to forget its purpose. But here's the good news. Each graduation is an opportunity to start anew. And each of you sitting here today is uniquely equipped to help rebuild the trust in medicine. You are our hope. You've chosen a professional degree that was founded on seeing people differently, as the totality of body, mind, and spirit. And you've trained in a tradition that teaches healing happens through more than procedures and prescriptions. Healing happens when compassion walks into the room. Let's talk about that word for just a moment, compassion. We often use it interchangeably with empathy, but they're not quite the same. Empathy is the ability to feel with someone. Compassion is when that feeling moves you to act. As physicians, it's not just enough to understand suffering. Our job is to step toward it with skill, with humility, and with purpose. In other words, compassion is empathy with its sleeves rolled up. This is where your osteopathic education shines, and likely so have you. Since the first days of medical school, you've learned to treat the whole person, to listen deeply, to notice what isn't being said, and to understand the context in which illness occurs. It's about more than physical touch as part of an examination. It's about touching the patient's soul. To make that connection, You've been trained to ask not just what's the matter, but also what matters to you. That question, asked sincerely and often, can restore relationships, renew trust, and even improve outcomes. It's not just good medicine, it's great medicine. Today, you join a profession that is evolving, becoming more diverse, more team-based, more focused on value and outcomes. And yet, even as everything changes, the heart of medicine stays the same. One human choosing to care for another. Let that center you when the emergency room calls again. The patient chart is long, the day is longer, and the burden feels the heaviest. Let that guide you when you're faced with decisions that aren't black and white. Because what the world needs most from you is not perfection, it's presence. Your ability to show up with wisdom, integrity, and compassion is what will define you far more than any test score or credential ever could. As you graduate today, you become part of something bigger, a legacy that began in rural Missouri with Andrew Taylor Still, a vision that medicine could be more human, more connected, and more healing. That vision lives on in each of you. Help us to grow it for the good of society. Every class has a story, and this one, your story, is worth telling. To prepare for this address, I took time to meet with leaders, faculty, and students to learn about you. You've had an amazing journey and made many memories. You entered medical school as the world was emerging from COVID, meaning you experienced the challenges of dealing with the post-pandemic world. You quickly discovered that you needed to be together after being apart, and as a result became tight-knit and learned to watch out for each other. You were part of restarting in-person medical education, and you selflessly rose to the challenge and helped to get things going again. For that, your leaders and faculty described you as a truly incredible class. You're willing to speak up, but also listen about what matters. As a result, members of this class are expected to continue to promote change well into the future. I've personally witnessed your advocacy efforts for patients and the profession, and I can say that ICOM's voice is being heard widely because many of you here today. You provided service to the community, volunteering at the Women's and Children's Shelter and the Food Bank. You participated in health fairs and the Intro to Medicine program, where you talked with elementary school students about medicine and science. I learned about Mohammed Abakar, who was an EMT prior to medical school. Student Dr. Abakar helped organize a 2024 student-developed and student-led mass casualty event with broad community and interprofessional involvement. Across 4 years, life happens. Talk about resiliency. Together, you've experienced serious challenges, overcoming personal losses and health issues. One class member persisted through the effects of chemotherapy, finding a daily breakfast burrito waiting from a classmate as part of the support that kept him going without needing to take time off. You've worked hard, but had fun. Pool parties, meetups after tests, and a strong focus on work-life balance. You matched into competitive specialties and maintained strong interest in primary care. Some of you will enter the military, caring for our troops and their families as they sacrifice to keep our nation safe. Together, and I think this deserves a moment of celebration, you maintained ICOM's perfect history of placing everyone into residency. A 100% match rate. Today, as you walk across this stage, take a moment to look around at your classmates, your faculty and mentors, your family, your friends, your community. Feel the strength of that support and carry it with you. And remember, the white coat does not make you immune to struggle. but it does remind you of your power to serve. Before I close, I want to leave you with two thoughts. The first is from author and physician Rachel Naomi Remen, who said, "The most important thing you bring to your patients is the belief that they matter." I'm going to say that one again. The most important thing you bring to your patients is the belief that they matter. The second is my own. Let your presence be a reminder that compassion is still the most powerful force in medicine. When you're unsure what to say or do, lead with your heart, and you'll rarely go wrong. Now, I was once told that graduation speeches should be short, and the very best ones even shorter. Because today isn't about the speaker, it's about you. So in case you weren't listening to anything I just said in the last 7.5 minutes, not as if you might not be thinking about crossing this stage, I asked ChatGPT to summarize it for me. You can sort of think of it as two addresses in one. So here we go. Be bold. Lead with your heart. Let compassion be your legacy, and go make medicine better. Thank you for letting me share this important and joyful moment with you. Congratulations, class of 2025. You did it.
Thank you, Dr. Robert Kane, President of ACOM. What an honor it's been to have him on our campus this past day and a half. He's a joy and a jewel, and it's an honor to have him with us. We have this beautiful gift to remember you and your being part of this class of 2025 commencement. Can we give that to you, please? It's now my honor to present to you your Dean, Dr. Kevin Wilson, who will present the class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Farnsworth. It is my distinct honor to present to you the 149 candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine degree at the Idaho College of Osteopathic Medicine. Will the class of 2025 please stand? And class of 25, remember, we're not giving you this degree, you have earned this degree. So well done.
And so, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Idaho College of Osteopathic Medicine, I confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine as recommended by the ICOM faculty and Dean of this great college. Accordingly, you are now entitled to all the rights, privileges, and obligations which pertain to this degree of Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine. Congratulations, graduates. It's official. We now invite these newly conferred doctors to come forward as directed, where in keeping with high academic culture and tradition, they will be hooded by distinguished members of the ICOM faculty. We also note that several graduates will have the special privilege of being hooded by a physician member of their family. The graduates and those that will hood them will now be announced by Dr. Ellis Locke and Dr. Jessica Evans.
Dr. Stephanie Child will hood the first group of graduates. Dr. Mohammed Abuakar. Dr. Nathan Adamitz. Dr. Cole Adams will be hooded by Dr. Robert Adams. Dr. Layla Aki. Dr. Yasemin Arabi will be hooded by Dr. Sohrab Moshiri. Dr. Adam Azizi will be hooded by Dr. Dawood Azizi. Dr. Nicole Babkowski will be hooded by Dr. Robert Babkowski. Dr. Garrett Andrew Ball. Dr. Shannon R. Baptist. Dr. Evan Barnett. Dr. Nicholas Bell will be hooded by Dr. Douglas Bell. Dr. Joshua Beveridge. Dr. Evan Carl Bialkowski. Dr. Cameron Bowman. Dr. Kayla Brooking will be hooded by Dr. Frederick Todd Brooking. Dr. Jamie Bumgarner will be hooded by Dr. Reed Bumgarner. Dr. Holly Burrell. Dr. Matthew Butt. Dr. Julia Bird. Dr. Gordon Calhoun. Dr. Brian Chan will be hooded by Dr. Thomas Chan. Dr. Garrett Coleman. Dr. Thomas Conrad. Dr. Dylan Cooper. Dr. Rodney Bates will hood the second group of graduates. Dr. Trace Alexander Cooper will be hooded by Dr. Tyler Cooper. Dr. Kevin Cox. Dr. Rebecca Ann Dahl. Dr. Kyle Marouge M. De Vera. Dr. Diana Deutsch. Dr. Marie DeSenza. Dr. Camden Doring, sorry. Dr. Lindley Duck Reynolds will be hooded by Dr. Craig Duck and Dr. Erica Reynolds. Dr. Hannah Duxon. Dr. Joseph Doer. Dr. Callista Eckert will be hooded by Dr. Michael Eckert. Dr. Garrett Dean Evans. Dr. Chase Andrew Faddis. Dr. Rowan Fitchner. Dr. Elizabeth Frazier. Dr. Iram Alonzo Gandara will be hooded by Dr. Dinora Janet Gandara. Dr. Samantha Lichardi Gemma. Dr. Dominic Giandonato. Dr. Vasu Goel. Dr. Hunter Michael Gray. Dr. Bonnie Haight. Dr. Kenneth Harari. The next group of graduates will be hooded by Dr. Brad Chadwell. Dr. Morgan Hazard. Dr. Richard Gabriel Heath. Dr. Kevin Hess. Dr. Joseph Brian Hobson. Dr. Brady Hogarth will be hooded by Dr. Tanya Hogarth. Dr. Tatum Holt. Dr. Casey Hong. Dr. Michael Hong. Dr. Hong will also graduate from Idaho State University with a master's degree in healthcare administration through ICOM's concurrent degree program. Dr. Sachin Jindal. Dr. Olivia Johnson. Dr. Austin Jung. Dr. Emma Kaufman. Dr. Mark Keel will be hooded by Dr. Martin Sowards. Dr. Zed Khan. Dr. Jessica Kamani will be hooded by Dr. Fahad Kamani. Dr. Scott Kilcoyne. Dr. Sungwoo Kim. Dr. Laura Knapp. Dr. Nala Kuchak. Dr. Renee Lawrence. Dr. Mealy Lee will be hooded by Dr. Tuan Lee.
This group of graduates will be hooded by Dr. Gary Brandecker. Dr. David Kuhnbit Lee. Dr. John Leese. Dr. Parker Lehman. Dr. Rui Liang. Dr. Trevor Lloyd will be hooded by Dr. Robert Allen Lloyd. Dr. Cheyenne Lockwood. Dr. Jacob Raymond Long. Dr. Ethan Lowe. Dr. James Lusk III. Dr. Maureen Magdalinsky. Dr. Abdelrahman Ahmed Mansour. Dr. Maylee Marcellus. Dr. Camille McEwen. Dr. Lauren McGraw. Dr. Caroline McKenna. Dr. Chandler McSpadden. Dr. Eleni Mora. Dr. Jeremy Morris. Dr. Joshua Allen Morton will be hooded by Dr. Sarah Doe Williams. Dr. Spencer Dean Moulton. Dr. Adriana Moem. Dr. Megan Murphy will be hooded by Dr. Peter Murphy. Dr. Jet Murray. Dr. Daniel Nakashima. Dr. Matthew Nami. The next group of graduates will be hooded by Dr. Sarah Davis. Dr. Amir Nasiri. Dr. Derek Wynn, Jr. Dr. Brianna Nichols. Dr. Hannah Nolan. Dr. Catalina Janaki O'Toole will be hooded by Dr. Saroja Jayakar. Dr. Neil Orton. Dr. Hayden Pastorini. Dr. Benjamin Walker Pennock. Dr. Hillary J. Perez. Dr. Caitlin Marie Perkins. Dr. Dallas Petroff. Dr. Rachel Powell. Dr. Tiana Quisenberry. Dr. Cameron Radka. Dr. Alexander Michael Ram. Dr. Zoe Ramia. Dr. Ryan Rapp. Dr. Caitlin Richards. Dr. Molly Richardson. Dr. Nicholas Rincon. Dr. Ryan Roper. Dr. Gregory Rybacki. Dr. Spencer Salk. Dr. Isabel Schilbach. The last group of graduates will be hooded by Dr. Jennifer Hotzman. Dr. Eric Schwegman. Dr. Schwegman will also graduate from Idaho State University with a master's degree in healthcare administration through ICOM's concurrent degree program. Dr. Kurt Schwieters. Dr. Leah Sapanek will be hooded by Dr. Francis McCarthy. Dr. Sadaf Shifa will be hooded by Dr. Neda Shifa and Dr. Shala Walizada. Dr. Kendall Seiden. Dr. Michael Siglin. Dr. Priya Singla will be hooded by Dr. Rachna Bumrah and Dr. Priyanka Nayak. Dr. Jacob Smith will be hooded by Dr. Marvin Gordon. Dr. Casey Smith will be hooded by Dr. Scott Zahner and Dr. Melanie Zahner. Dr. Corey Snyder will be hooded by Dr. John Dennis Snyder IV. Dr. Lauren Steinbeke. Dr. Cora Riley Stock. Dr. Jonathan Tong. Dr. Chris Taylor will be hooded by Dr. Zach Taylor. Dr. Edwin Tomey. Dr. Melanie Valentine. Dr. Marissa Vanderfeen. Dr. Priyanka Vayalali. Dr. William Vu. Dr. Jeffrey Walsh. Dr. Nathan Weber. Dr. Edward Wilson will be hooded by Dr. Ryan McKinney. Dr. Zifeng Felix Senth. Dr. Vivian Shao. Dr. Dorothy Yen. And Dr. Alexandra Zinn.
Oh my goodness, was that not beautiful or was that beautiful? Oh my goodness. We've been waiting 4 years for this. Oh, what a glorious crop of 149 beautiful student doctor, graduate doctors, every one of you. What a wonderful day. Good for you. We now invite Dr. Sloan, Rich Sloan, you know Dr. Sloan, to come forward and lead this class of 2025 and all other osteopathic physicians in the audience today in the traditional recitation of the osteopathic oath. Following the reading of the oath, Dr. Ryan Hardy will recognize our military students' service and achievements. Dr. Hardy will be followed by the chair of our faculty senate, Dr. Stephanie Child, who will present a very special recognition of our donors, which will be beautiful. And Dr. Child will be followed by Dr. Marcus Capizano, president of the ICOM Alumni Association and member of the inaugural class of this college of 2022. Dr. Sloan.
Congratulations, doctors of the class of 2025. Please join me, and I invite all osteopathic physicians to also join me in reciting the osteopathic oath, which can be found on page 66 of the program. I do hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I am about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and the life of my patients, to retain their confidence and respect both as a physician and a friend who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity, to perform faithfully my professional duties, to employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment and with my skill and ability, keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery. I will be ever vigilant in aiding in the general welfare of the community, sustaining its laws and institutions, not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession. I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it may be asked. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation and never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or their rightful practices. I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art. To my college, I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts and to develop the principles of osteopathy, which were first enunciated by Andrew Taylor. Congratulations, doctors.
For the past year, I've had the opportunity to be the advisor to the military club, that's the SAMOPS Club, the Student Association of Osteopathic Military Physicians and Surgeons. And it's my honor today to recognize them before you. The entire class of 2025 today has earned their Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine. They have committed to embark on a path of service to their patients and to their communities as they provide holistic and state-of-the-art health care. Many among them have had the additional commitment to serve their country as physicians in the military services of the United States. There are others in the class who have already served in the military in other capacities before deciding to pursue the path to become a physician. I stand here today to recognize that service and commitment and thank them in advance for their ongoing service to their country. At this time, I'd like to invite all members of the class of 2025 who are now or have been part of the military to please stand and be recognized. Thank you all for your willingness to serve and to put yourselves on the line for the benefit of all of the rest of us. Thank you.
Hello, class of 2025. When you arrived at ICOM orientation almost 4 years ago, we introduced your anatomy donor as your first patient. It would be through this individual who gave the greatest gift of their life in death to you, to be your first patient and teacher. From them, you learned about the human body, about disease states, about human variation, about working as part of a team, about responsible and professional behavior. Now that you are shifting into your residency, it may be easy to take those early lessons for granted, but I can assure you those lessons built the foundation for the physicians you are today. The gifts these first patients gave is no small thing. It is a part of your education that words alone cannot express, both in terms of the selflessness of the donation and the value it lent to your medical education. Last week, we held a donor ceremony to honor the 199 individuals who donated their bodies to the last 7 classes of ICOM students. We floated an origami lotus flower for each of these unique and special gifts in the ICOM fountain. It was a touching tribute, and we look forward to building a more permanent memorial in the near future. I'd like to end with a poem titled "A Gift Beyond Measure," author unknown. After the poem, please join me for a moment of silence while we all reflect on the priceless and selfless gifts. In the halls of learning, where knowledge takes flight, a gift is bestowed, a beacon so bright. A body donated, a soul's gentle grace, enables a future in time and in space. Through hands that explore and minds that discern, a legacy blooms as lessons are learned. From the intricacies, the veins and the bones, a world of discovery beautifully known. No words can express the depths of our thanks for this act of kindness that forever ranks. A gift of compassion, a beacon of hope, where learning transcends and knowledge does scope. So thank you, dear donor, your story we hold, a tapestry woven, a future unfolds. In every dissection and every new quest, your selfless donation forever blessed. A moment of silence. Thank you.
Good afternoon, class of 2025, families, distinguished guests, faculty, and staff. As president of the Alumni Association and proud graduate of the Idaho College of Osteopathic Medicine, it is both an honor and deeply personal joy to stand here before you today. You know, before I got up here today, I was reminded of a college graduation I was at last week when the Alumni Association representative came up there, and I heard a couple parents kind of groaning in the audience like, my kid just graduated and they're about to ask for more money. I promise you this is not one of those speeches, okay? Actually, ICOM's Alumni Association is free for you all, which might be the last thing in medicine that doesn't require a copay. This year's graduation is especially meaningful. Not only are we celebrating your graduation, but ICOM in my class is also proudly graduating its first residency class. From student to resident to attending, our community is growing stronger at every level, and now you're a part of that legacy. Today marks a threshold. You entered ICOM students full of questions, doubts, and dreams. You leave them now as physicians, carriers of knowledge, servants of humanity, and stewards of compassion. The title doctor is not a reward, it's a responsibility, one that will test your endurance, your ethics, and your empathy. But I promise you this, you're all ready for it. You studied in the shadow of mountains, through a pandemic, through sleepless nights, losses, and triumphs. You've been forged in fire, and at this point, the world will look to you not only for answers, but for hope. You now join a family, a legacy of ICOM physicians who hold tight to our osteopathic principles, that the body is a unit and it has the capacity to heal, and that we treat people, not the problems. Never let that philosophy grow quiet within you, even when the system seems to forget it. As new physicians, you join the ICOM Alumni Association, a lifelong community of mentorship, leadership, and support. Whether you're navigating residency or shaping the future of osteopathic medicine, we're here for you. Medicine will humble you, it will break your heart, and it will fill it back up again like nothing else will. When the weight feels heavy, remember where you came from. Remember that you don't carry it alone. You're now a part of a family that spans across the whole nation, and we, your fellow alumni, are here to walk beside you and are always in your corner. So on behalf of the Alumni Association, welcome, congratulations, doctors. The world needs you. Move forward with strength, compassion, and above all, purpose. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we near the end of this beautiful commencement ceremony, I want to express to you the love and the affection of Dr. Rachel Gonzalez, the chairman of the ICOM Board of Trustees. She's been a long and devout supporter, trustee, and now chair of this Board of Trustees. Only recently, she and her husband, who raised a 34-year-old special needs son, suffered the untimely passing of that precious boy. And she's still suffering the effects of that. And we can understand that. His passing is a reminder to me of the absolute tenderness and beauty and preciousness of life, and how we truly do live life. We celebrate life by these precious moments, Today is one of those moments for you, and I hope we think of her. She was going to give congratulatory remarks, but in her place, we've invited our dear friend, the president of Idaho State University and fellow trustee, President Robert Wagner, to give brief concluding and congratulatory remarks. So, President Wagner, please.
President Farnsworth, esteemed ICOM faculty and staff, and dignitaries, it is a pleasure to be celebrating with you here today. It's my pleasure and honor to represent the ICOM Board of Trustees and Chairperson Rachel Gonzalez especially at this wonderful occasion. In looking at the program, I see that I am positioned in the most precarious spot of the program. Graduates, I stand between you and your loving, excited, anxious, and rather boisterous family and friends. So, for purely selfish reasons, I hope you will allow me to think of my own personal safety and well-being walking to my car. And I'm going to skip a few paragraphs and go straight to my conclusion. Right? As ICOM graduates, you are entering a world that desperately needs physicians who listen with empathy, lead with humility, and heal with both science and compassion. The education you have received at the hands of incredible faculty and staff at ICOM have prepared you for your professional journey. You will also use your education and actions to create impact and to live out the osteopathic philosophy through every patient encounter, helping your communities to be more healthy and resilient. So graduates, take this moment. You earned it. You did this. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Thank you, President Wagner. The commencement of the ICOM Class of 2025 is now officially concluded. Please stand and remain standing as the platform party has recessed from the hall. Following the recession, we invite you to join us in the reception area for light refreshments as we greet and continue our celebration of this glorious class of 2025. Thank you for being with us on this important occasion.